guys, welcome to Behind the Apron podcast. I'm your host, Cassie, and this is Reality Check, Please. And actually, this is actually not even Behind the Apron podcast anymore. This is now Reality Check, Please permanently. We will have a little bit of Behind the Apron in our mix. We will have maybe one episode a month that will consist of restaurant stories, restaurant life, stuff like that. But given the way that you guys have truly just been supportive of our channel when we talk about reality TV, and given how much I love doing this, we are permanently changing our name to Reality Check Please. You can now follow us on Instagram, where we changed our name and logo too. I'll leave it in the description. You can find all our socials there. Our main TikTok will still be my TikTok, where I bring you guys all the reality checks. So this channel will basically consist of all things reality TV, reality checks, and restaurant secrets, all on one plate. So with that being said, I want to say thank you guys again. We would not be here if it wasn't for all of you guys, for the continued support, the continued engagement. I hear you. I love listening to you guys in the comments, giving your opinions. That's the beauty of reality TV and being human. No one ever is going to have the exact same opinion as you all the time. And so I want to create this community where we can have our opinions, our difference of opinions, and no one gets their feelings hurt. Have a safe space and create that safe space in reality TV for us to give opinions of. So with that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And if this is your first time on our page, welcome. We'd love to have you come back. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so you never miss a beat. But I want to jump in. We're talking about Love Island Beyond the Villa today. And I am warming up to this season already. The first episode or two was kind of a little bit boring for me. I felt like the Liv and Kaylor of it all was a little bit forced. But now that we are getting through and breaking through like their little argument and their tiff, I'm starting to see a lot more genuineness of Kaylor. I think that a huge part of her, unfortunately, is Aaron. And so for her to be arguing about Liv over a camera and not wanting to let it go just felt so like she was trying to create a storyline from something that was no big deal. But what do you guys think? I'm not sure. I loved how JaNa at the beginning, she comes with her snacks. I am that girl. I am JaNa, but with coffee. I have to have a coffee almost at all times. It is so weird. I could have a coffee at breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I really wanted to. And if I could, I really would. So JaNa, I see you. You are not alone, girl. With that also, I want to say that JaNa is a type of friend that we all need. We all need a JaNa in our lives. Someone who will be there with you, will call you out for what you are doing wrong, will call it and tell it like it is, unapologetically, but will also have your back spiritually. We saw her comfort Kaylor in episode 1 when she prayed with her in the middle of a party to kind of give her the courage and encouragement to go talk to Aaron, when they first saw each other. And I really appreciated that. I thought that was very lovely and very graceful of her, very unapologetically herself. The way she also had Leah's back this episode, when Leah was being very vulnerable and open about her health, I think that she was very scared. And when she told JaNa and Kenny, she says, we won't find out for the next 10, 14 days. She says, okay, so for the next 10, 14 days, we're going to pray extra hard. And I love that. I strive to be a JaNa for somebody. I think that we all need somebody like JaNa in our lives. And she is the epitome of a true, true friend. And so it's also very unfortunate that she is dealing with like the whole Connor thing, because I haven't really dove deep into what he said or what all like their true drama is, other than like the celly phone. I know she had words for him at the reunion last season, but I don't remember truly all that was said. But we're going to stand behind our girl JaNa, like especially also with Kenny. I understand where Miguel was coming from with his conversation with Kenny. And he said, like, I get it. Like, if you want to hang out with the boys, though, you should hang out with the boys. I get where he's coming from to an extent, but at the same time, JaNa is his partner. And so he always will have to do right by JaNa. But I also don't think I would hinder my boyfriend from hanging out with the guys if I'm in a riff with one of the guys. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I understand both. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Pop off in the comments. Jumping over to Kendall, we are slowly seeing the truth behind what Leah said, that he is messy this season, when she went on Watch What Happens Live and was kind of giving her feedback of each character. If you guys remember, we talked about it last week, where she said that Kendall is very messy this season, and I'm starting to see it. Why would you invite your homeboy who, one, it's not even your party to be inviting people. If you know that Kaylor and him are not cool, Liv and Kaylor are barely kind of like looking up in their friendship, and you're gonna like, what was the reason? But I'm glad that Liv kind of called it out, and it's kind of interesting to see how messier he will be this season. given that he was willing to do this. What do y'all think? Can't remember who Kenny was talking to. I want to say it was Aaron when they were talking about, sometimes that they miss their old life and they miss. I know Aaron and Kaylor talked about it, but I know Kenny spoke about it with someone else. And he said, sometimes I miss my old job, like that content creating and being an influencer. I mean, it must have its perks, obviously, but sometimes these boys miss getting in a suit, walking into a business meeting. And I think I can understand that maybe from like a guy's point of view, it may be very like reassuring. And like as a man, you think that that's what you need in life. And I mean, to each their own. If that's what makes him happy and if that's what he wants to do, then I can understand and see why he would miss it. And sometimes I think like, man, what I would give to like put on my uniform, put on my manager chef coat and like just jump in and go run a shift at my old restaurant or like work the line if I needed to. Like, yeah, like I miss those moments, truth be told, sometimes, but I know that where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. And so with that being said, I'm okay with it. And so I hope that these islanders and this group of friends, like I know Kaylor spoke about it with Aaron too. I hope that they just get to a place where they're happy because it was very heartbreaking to hear Kaylor say, like, I miss my old life. And I feel like they probably could go back to their old life. However, it would not be the same. She could always move back to PA and live like the life that she was living before. But given the platform that she has now, the followers, the fan base that she has, her, Aaron, Kenny, like everyone, all these islanders, I feel like it'd be hard for them to go back to 100% of their old life. So I truly, my heart breaks for them. And I hope that they are able to find peace and happiness in whatever they choose to do, whatever journey they take. That being said, I did want to talk about Kaylor and Aaron. It also broke my heart to see Aaron kind of insinuate that Liv was the reason as to why they couldn't kind of make up or contributed to kind of like their breakup or their fallout. I will not take away the fact that Aaron did do some messed up things. Were they closed off? No. Were they boyfriend and girlfriend? No. But he did lie to Kaylor time and time again. He had multiple opportunities to be honest with Kaylor. He, again, was not honest with her a lot of the time. At the end of Love Island USA, even before the reunion, he waited and chose to say or chose to come clean at the reunion. And I think at that point it was too late. But my heart does break for him because he did have a rough summer last year. Apart from him and Kaylor having the fallout that they did, he lost his grandma, if I'm not mistaken. Someone from his family passed away. And it was just like a very difficult summer for him. So I can see a different Aaron on my screen. I see a very sad and like lonely Aaron. So when I see these moments and these scenes of Kaylor and him talking, it kind of warms my heart. I love them together on camera, on paper, in pictures. They are so beautiful together. And I think that maybe in the future, when they're both healed and they both take the appropriate steps to kind of grow independently, I could honestly see them getting back together. I know that Kaylor, it may be difficult for her because when you're in the spotlight, I mean, even when you're not in the spotlight, sometimes you don't want to be labeled as that girl that constantly goes back or will always fold to a guy. You don't want to look dumb, but I just want her to be happy. I feel like we saw Aaron truly happy with her. We saw Kaylor truly happy with Aaron. But what do you guys think? I feel like as long as they're happy in whatever decision that they make or whatever relationship they end up in, that's all that really matters. So speaking of relationships, it is Leah and Miguel's first anniversary, and we're going to take you along the ride of what Miguel said in his anniversary post. Let's take a look. So here we have Miguel, and he says, 1 year has honestly gone by in a moment, but with you, it's been the greatest moment of my life. To think I went on a show to find love, but actually leaving with my soulmate, the missing piece to my incomplete puzzle, is a blessing I give thanks for every day. You truly are my soulmate, my twin flame, and every day with you has become an adventure, a memory I hold close to my heart and will never forget. To our first anniversary, the first of many, I love you with every atom of my being, and I can't wait for all the other adventures God has planned for us. My present truly has become a gift with you by my side. And then she responds, I love you so much, baby. Me and you always. JaNa actually even also shared this to her Instagram stories. She shares, congratulations. I love you all. And these are their pictures. They are so beautiful together, guys. I'm so happy for them. When they first walked in, who would have thought that they would have walked out together, come in top two, not to mention to still be together to this day. They are the cutest things alive. So, Miguel and Leah, we wish you a very happy anniversary. May you guys have an eternity of love, laughter, happiness, and health with your family. So that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. What do you think about Aaron and Kaylor? What do you think about Aaron, Liv, and Kaylor? Do you feel that Liv kind of meddled in the relationship of Aaron and Kaylor? What do you think of Leah and Miguel's first anniversary? I'm so happy that they're still together, that all the Islanders are still together, the PPG at least. And yeah, happy Friday. We'll catch you guys later.